Yo, 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 you know what time it is? It's another episode of Nothing Nice. The gang's back in the building. Yo, I'm your man, JB. Before we get into it, y'all remember, like, share, comment, subscribe. 365 Nothing Nice. You already know the vibes on all the social media platforms. We got Mook Jones back in the building. How you doing, bro? Mook check.
Mook check
Mook
one,
check.
two, 1, 2.
Two,
You
one,
want to beef
two.
with the best? What are you gonna do? Had to turn my head to the side.
Hey,
I just playing.
bring
What's
them
up,
out, bring them
nigga?
out.
JB, do the
Yo,
live.
Yes,
Get it.
yes, sir. And Dooney Lies, my brother. How you doing, man? What's up?
it's all good, man. Glad for y'all to have me again.
You,
Got a lot of heartbreaks that happened over
mm,
the weekend. Two of my
bruh.
teams been lost in back-to-back days, so we gonna get into
Just
Oof.
tell your
All
boy
right, well,
Killer.
let's go
I don't
ahead
want to hear it.
and
it.
let's go ahead and get into it. Yo, so we don't have to land here long, but we do have to mention it. The Big Ten won another national championship 3 years in a row. With
Man,
Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana. Salute to Indiana for handling Miami. Yo, what y'all think about the game?
We could have
you
talked
want to
about
go on
this
first,
offline.
Mook?
We could have talked about this offline. You didn't have to come online and talk about it. Bring this stuff first.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking with the SEC.
Go
I don't
ahead,
care.
Dooney. Go ahead, Dooney. What's up, bro?
What's crazy is I'm low-key a Miami fan as well. Outside of my LSU Tigers, of course.
Yeah.
It was a defensive game for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Both quarterbacks ain't really start getting active until the fourth quarter, of course. But I mean, it was alright. Like I said, I mean Mendoza, he's projected to go number one overall. Personally, it's a weak quarterback class to me, especially with Dante Moore coming back to Oregon.
Yeah.
So
That's
I mean, Indiana, they did their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them little dream seasons. Make a 30 for 30 about it because Indiana is a basketball school. So it's kind of like they had a cool season, but
Mm-hmm.
if I'm being honest, Miami really could have and should have won that game because they had no answer for the freshman Malachi Tony. Carson Beck looked like the Carson Beck of Georgia. We expect him to throw a pick. But honestly, I feel like the turning point of that game, when Indiana had blocked that punt,
Yep.
I feel like it was over right there.
Yep. Same.
So respect to Indiana. They did their thing. But on another pod I watch, Club 520, shout out to them in
Mm.
India and whatnot, Naptime boys. They kind of rated is Indiana a top five all time national championship team in college? Hell no.
Why would they
Now
say this?
nah, man. Between '01 Miami, the '04 USC, 2019 LSU, you know what I'm saying? Even 2018 Clemson.
14 Ohio State.
Yeah,
You got
nah,
USC.
man.
You got a USC squad in
Indiana,
that. Nah.
yeah. I mean, one of the dudes on there said, Fernando Mendoza is better than Matt Leinart. I almost threw my phone. We not finna go that far, man.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy reach. That's a crazy reach. Like we saw Matt Leinart tear it up in college, him and Reggie Bush. So no, I feel you on that. But all I'm saying is Big Ten 3 years in a row. It's gonna be 4 years in a row when Ohio State comes back next year to win it all. So you already know the vibes. Y'all already know the vibes. We don't gotta stay here long, but y'all already know the vibes. One more time, salute to
Man,
Indiana for
please.
getting it done. All right, we had some great football this past weekend. Some heartbreakers. Let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. The Texans didn't get it done. We
So
have
we gonna act like the Texans is the first team that played that weekend, man. Why you ain't talking about the Saturday games? What about the 49ers getting blown out? What about Josh Allen with his five
okay.
turnovers?
You know what? You're right.
Texans ain't
You're
played
right.
a Sunday. Let's talk
You're
about
right.
Saturday first now.
Let's put the Band-Aid back on and we'll go to Saturday first. The
We got to go in
40,
order. They played.
the 49ers lost. We all saw that coming. They just had too many injuries that they had to try to overcome. So
Belt her
Seattle
ass.
looked like world beaters in that game. Salute
Jesus
to
Christ.
Seattle. So 49ers are out. Not Jacksonville. Josh Allen and the Bills. They lose to Mr. Bo Nix on a broken ankle from overtime.
Man.
I told
Man.
y'all he
All
wasn't
right.
like
So
that.
tell me this. I've been saying the same thing. The Bills are on fire right now. They fired the coach. They've done the GM and the owner have thrown him under the bus a million times.
That's
Keon
crazy.
Coleman, they've thrown him under the bus now.
That's even crazier.
That's absolutely insane. Active wide receiver, you throw him under the bus is a lot. He's
Hey,
still on
trade
the script.
me.
Oh yeah,
Trade
trade
me.
me
It's only
immediately.
my second year.
Yeah. Trade me for sure. I would say the same thing. What y'all think about Josh Allen? What is this saying about him? Because the media has given him so many passes. Even Dan Orlowski in this game tried to give him a pass. Like, we watched a fumble where he threw it backwards, and instead of him just landing on Josh Allen should have never fumbled that ball, he says he shouldn't have fumbled the ball, but the offensive lineman should have fell on it and tried to make it the O-lineman's fault. Like, what do we think about Josh Allen right now?
Man, I still got Josh Allen top 3, top 5 quarterback in the league. He didn't won a couple. He didn't prove himself somewhat in the postseason. As far as you know, what I'm saying this not the first time he lost in like the first round or whatnot. So Josh Allen is okay. Granted, he had all them turnovers and whatnot. There's no excuse for that. But I mean, we not gonna act like Denver defense ain't like lead the league in sacks. You know what I'm saying? They a problem. They was up there with the Texans and the Seahawks defense. So he did go against that, working with what he got to work with, because James Cook couldn't really do nothing as well. But I I mean, the better team won. The Broncos is a better team than the Buffalo Bills. That ain't no shocker. They damn near been the best team all season outside the Patriots. So, we can't really I can't really give 100% fault to Josh Allen because at least he put some points on the board. They did get the game to overtime. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened after that just happened. I don't know. I feel like besides them, Sean McDermott is a good coach. I ain't say a great coach, but he's a good coach. So I feel like if the ownership wanted to make a decision as far as firing him, you should have fired, you know what I'm saying, the GM as well. It's a deal. That's how I look at it.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Mook. What you think, bro?
What's your excuse now, man? What's your excuse now, Josh Allen? Lamar Jackson ain't here. Pat Mahomes ain't here. What is your excuse? No excuses. That's why Modern. What his name is? The coach.
McDermott?
Sean McDermott.
That's why he got fired. He clearly has a ceiling. He clearly has a ceiling. Because no matter what, he can't get over the hump. And as an owner, what's the definition of insanity? You're doing the same thing and getting the same result. That's insanity. You got to try something different. Why do you think Baltimore got rid of John Harbaugh? My boy, something step down. You're doing the same thing and getting no results. This is a results business. This is grown man league.
Yeah.
You got to get it done. I understand you're emotional. You're doing all that crying. You crying because you know you missed a golden opportunity. Because you know Pat Mahomes going to be back next year.
Facts.
You know Lamar Jackson is coming
Yup.
next year. You know Joe Burrow might be healthy
Yeah.
next year. So that's a big Mike, by the way. Big Mike. But anyway, because he due for an injury season. So but that's another
No,
topic for
he
another
was
day.
injured this year, so
But let's say that been Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, receivers dropped and the quarterback and the coach, the receiver, the coach going at it. The offensive coordinator don't know how to call a play to save his life. And this man
At all.
still get Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball. Jalen Hurts can't win. Man, he won a Super Bowl MVP. But we want to give Josh Allen a pass. Okay. Just same way with Justin Herbert too. What excuse do y'all have with Justin Herbert, people? They are
I'm
who we
nothing
thought
on
they were.
Justin Herbert.
They are who we
Yeah,
thought they
true that.
were. And we ain't letting them off the hook no more. I'm sorry. This nothing nice.
No, I'm with you, Mook. He's spitting right now because here's my thing.
Facts.
Here's my thing. Furthermore, Josh Allen is in year 8 now. This is season 8 of him not being able to get it done. And like we all said, Lamar wasn't there, Joe Burrow wasn't there, Pat Mahomes wasn't there. You are for sure cemented the best quarterback left in the playoffs. Like you're the best.
True.
You're the best quarterback going into the playoffs with everybody there. You're the best quarterback, and so you just have to get it done. Like at this point, you have an open layup. All you have to do is make the layup at this point. So he goes into the game. We've had people come on this podcast who have really tried to convince me that Lamar's one fumble in the first half of the game last year was a big deal and he should be held accountable for that one fumble in the first half, even though he brought them back to go ahead and win the game, but Mark Andrews dropped the ball. Right? And that was just one turnover. We watched Josh Allen have 4 turnovers in this game. This man had 4 turnovers, and we're not ready to go ahead and go off on him and say maybe he's not like that. As a thrower of the ball, you say he's top 5, I completely agree. That man can throw the rock. That man can get some points. but he reminds me a lot of James Harden. And like regular season, he's gonna put us some stuff. You're gonna be super impressed. Even in the playoffs, he's gonna do some stuff where you're gonna be impressed. But when you need it the most, he's gonna fold. And that overtime, when they went to overtime, they didn't have to score a touchdown. They just needed a field goal to win. Why
Just
would you
three
put the
points, man.
Why would you put the ball in harm's way?
Let me just say this.
Why would you put the ball in harm's way like that?
Yeah. In all fairness, JB, I can't necessarily say he's James Harden because I actually do think he does show up in the playoffs. He just don't have that clutch G. He don't have that mumble mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's he don't have that. I hate to say this. He don't have that what Matthew Stafford showed he had this year, where your team is down, and no matter what, you're gonna go win that game.
Yeah.
I seen it in Carolina. I seen it last week. You know, they say he's the best quarterback in the NFC. Result, so maybe so. But Josh Allen was supposed to do what Matthew Stafford is doing right now. And he didn't do it.
I agree.
Put the team on your back.
Completely agree.
And I'm the first one to say I think Matthew Stafford is a career loser. But you gotta give prop and respect where respect is due. I got to be fair. Josh Allen, I don't want to hear no excuses. You were supposed to get it done.
Yeah.
You were supposed to get it done. This was your year. Everything lined up for you. You missed the window. I hate to say it, you got your coach fired. And I believe that's why you was crying. Because you knew
100%.
This was my year.
They said he got the call in the locker room.
Yeah.
They said they got the call in the locker room that he was gonna be fired.
Yeah. If you weren't gonna do it this year, I don't see you doing it anytime soon. I'm just being honest. You know, you don't really got no draft
because the road's not gonna get easier. Yeah,
you know what?
The road's not gonna get easier because everybody's coming back, and these young guys are starting to grow and become who they becoming. So the road's not getting easier to get to a Super Bowl.
And you know why it's gonna be so hard though, JB? Because they always gonna be in that area where they ain't bad enough to get great draft picks, but they ain't good enough, to win. So you gonna end up like Pittsburgh Steelers with Mike Tomlin. He's gonna get you to the playoffs.
Good enough just to get to the playoffs. Yeah.
But that's why what Josh Allen was not able to do is so demoralizing. Because even when you had a Pat Mahomes, even when they were just in that middle, he was that edge that took them over the top. Okay, we're gonna put them over. We're gonna put them on our back. The receivers can't catch. Offensive line ain't blocking. Okay, go be him, Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Much I don't like Joe
Year
Burrow.
before last.
Much I don't like Joe Burrow.
They led this league in drive.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's just like if you're gonna be, because they keep wanting to crown Josh Allen, they really want to put him over Pat Mahomes. You see it. Everybody see it.
No, Josh Allen ain't over no Pat Mahomes.
They do badly.
I'm telling you.
They do badly.
I'm telling you, man. They want so bad to put him over Pat Mahomes. They want so bad. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Every time you watch sports, Pat Mahomes is the first name to come up. They bring up Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. They want them two to be the top. I'm telling you. They want them two to be the top. But Pat Mahomes just got it. And
no, there's a Grand Canyon-sized gap in between Patrick Mahomes and everybody else in the league.
True that.
There's a Grand Canyon-sized gap in between him and the rest of the league.
I can't say that. I can't say that because I've seen Jalen Hurts.
We going off of talent or we going off of resume?
No, I'm talking
about nobody touching.
I'm talking about being able to win. To me, I've seen Jalen Hurts when he have a competent offensive play caller get to the big game every time.
Jalen Hurts, and I respect Jalen Hurts and I salute what he does. However, the teams that Jalen Hurts have had more talent than the teams Patrick Mahomes has had. Case in point, the year before last, when Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl, that same year they led the league in drops. They led the entire league in drops. And what did he do to win the Super Bowl? He was throwing the rock. He said, "We'll figure this out."
Running the ball.
Respectfully.
He said, "We will figure that out."
Respectfully, can I say this? I can't crown Pat Mahomes till I see him do it without Andy Reid. I'm sorry. Just like
I don't think that's fair. We've never seen Andy Reid. Andy Reid did nothing before Patrick Mahomes. You know what they were saying about Andy Reid before he got Patrick Mahomes? They said, "Is Andy Reid a bust?" They said, "Is he a bust as a coach before he got Patrick Mahomes?"
But this is what I'm saying though. But this is what I'm saying. As great as Tom Brady was we really knew it was real when he did it without Belichick. And as great as a
But that was only
resume,
1 year though.
as great as a resume that
And that was
Belichick does
19 years
have,
later.
but I'm gonna say it like this: as great as a resume that Belichick had, he lost a lot of credibility once Brady left because people started saying maybe it was this Brady, maybe it wasn't the Patriot way, maybe it was the Brady way.
Here's the problem with that. Those people have revisionist history if they're starting to say that, because Tom Brady, and you can include the Super Bowl in Tampa, Tom Brady has never won a Super Bowl without a top 10 defense. That's a fact that you can look up. He has never won. Now, he's put on some throwing clinics in the Super Bowl, like the Atlanta one and the one that he lost in against the Eagles to Nick Foles. He threw up, I think he put up like 400 or 500 yards in that game. So he was throwing the rock and stuff, but he's never
Yeah.
actually won the Super Bowl without a top 10 defense. And who's that
Okay.
defense? That defense is a reflection.
What about the one with the Rams,
Which one?
2018,
Yeah,
when they beat the Rams?
yeah, that's a top 10 defense. They won 13-3.
Okay.
That had nothing to
But
do with Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
Okay, gotcha.
Jamie, I
Yeah.
want to ask a question. Maybe you can look this up. What team has ever
What's
won
up?
where they didn't have at least a top 10 something? Have you ever been a
Patrick
team that
Mahomes.
wasn't top 10 in something?
Patrick Mahomes. He did not have a top 10 offense nor defense
Top 10
the year before
defense.
last
They
when they
still
won.
like top 5.
No, he did not.
You talking about the last one Pat Mahomes just won?
What team has ever won that didn't have at least a top 10 offense or a top 10 defense? It's never been a team that
I
didn't
got
have
you.
at least one of the two. Even when
Yeah, it's at least one of
even
them.
when the Giants snuck up and won to beat the Patriots, they had like a top 10 pass rush defense. And
Yeah. Justin
every
Tuck
team,
and OC
I ain't
Umenyiora.
never seen a team that didn't have a top 10 nothing that wins. You gotta have great players to win in the NFL. You gotta be great in something. Like the Philadelphia wasn't great passing the ball, but that was a great running attack.
Yeah, Saquon and that O-line.
Like Pat Mahomes, they couldn't catch the ball, but they was great on defense. They was a top 5 defense when they won.
Yeah.
So it ain't never been a team that wasn't the top 5, top in nothing and won. I don't know why we say that. When they had a top 5 defense, what team didn't have at least a top 10, top 5 offense and a top 5 defense when they won the Super Bowl? I don't know, not one.
Let me see, because I'm pulling it up right now. In that 24 season, they didn't have a top 10 offense. And
They had a top 10 defense, though. They had a top 5. But no, what his name was?
No, they're number 7. They're number 7. Yeah, they're number 7 in points allowed. Yeah, in points allowed. That was in 24.
Trent
So,
McDuffie, all pro. Chris Jones, all pro.
And Jones, it's like he don't go playing to the playoffs.
Yeah, he be chilling.
Who else? I'm trying to think of the worst team I don't seen win the Super Bowl. And did they have a top 5 defense or offense? Look at Cam Newton when they win. Top 5 offense. Who else?
No, they had top defense.
Yeah, they had a defense. Oh yeah, when they lost to the Broncos, they had a defense.
Yeah,
Luke
that was a
Kuechly and
defense.
Thomas Davis now.
You know what?
Cam Newton was by himself on that offense. Him and Greg Olsen.
It might be one team that didn't have a top 5 offense or defense that when they won. And that was Philadelphia. But I think even that year they had a top 5 offense.
Talking about last season?
No, I'm talking about with Nick
Foles and them.
Even then they had a top 5 offense.
Yeah.
Because old boy was on track to win the MVP that year.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah. So every team we know gonna have at least a top 5 offense or a top 10 defense. Every team.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. Kansas City, in the 2018 Super Bowl that they won, they were 31st in yards allowed. They weren't top 10 defense in the league. So what I'm saying is he was able to win in spite of Tom Brady with every team that he has. Even if the offense is clicking, his defense for sure is going to be top 10 if he's winning the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying.
And his kicker saved him a lot too.
Adam Vinatieri, the best field goal kicker in the history of kicks.
Butler alone.
Special team.
Malcolm Butler alone.
Yeah.
Got him a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Seattle should have back-to-back that one, boy. That's crazy.
Listen,
he might have single-handedly took Russell Wilson from being the first ballot.
Yeah, it's almost been 10 years since that, if not 10 years at this point. But they have no one's letting that go. Yeah, no one's letting that one go.
Yeah,
all
that
right,
was the worst play ever.
Moving on.
That's the worst play ever in history.
But It's
Okay,
definitely.
but look, real quick before we move on,
What's up?
since we on that play, would you blame Russell Wilson for that throw, or would you blame the
No,
offensive coordinator for
no.
making that call?
That
The OC for
one,
making that call.
you blame off his
That was
coordinator because
politics. That was politics.
that was a great play by Malcolm Butler. That had nothing to do with Russell Wilson. That was a
Yeah, for
great
sure.
play by Malcolm Butler.
Yeah,
10
he
out.
was just
If
doing
he
what he was
Yeah, he
if he
told.
jumped
threw
it.
that
Yeah.
ball 10 times, he gonna complete that pass 10 times or they gonna be a knockdown. I don't care what nobody
Yeah,
say. Malcolm Butler knew that play. He knew
yeah,
that
he
play.
read that like a book.
Somebody
That quick
said
slant.
somebody told
Yeah,
him that play.
He did the air read. I'm going this way. Nah, I'm coming back.
The way he jumped that play,
So now
you look
that
he
at
was just
baited.
the percentage of him picking that ball off was like probably 1%.
Yeah,
yeah, that was tough. That was a heartbreaker,
But that was the
man.
worst
But
call
okay,
ever.
but all right. So going for let me see. Who was the Saturday? Who was the Sunday game? Who had the first game?
Texans and Patriots.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's rip the band-aid off now, bro. We gotta get to it. So obviously, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say my piece, and then Dooney, I'm gonna let you go. I feel like CJ played a horrible game. Like there's no way of getting around it. I expect him to be better. I think people are overreacting. CJ is still on his rookie contract. So we just saw
Literally.
Josh Allen have four turnovers in year 8. CJ had 4 turnovers in year 3. He's still on his rookie contract, or year 4. He's still on his rookie contract right now. He it was snowing, which makes it hard to get a grip in the snow. If you've ever played football in the snow, it's hard to get a grip on it. And then on top of that, he lost his right tackle, his left tackle. Nico was out with a concussion, and then he loses his security blanket, which is Dalton Schultz, in the first half of that game. So he had a
Yep.
lot stacked against him. The defense played amazing. They were out of their mind. But I think that it was great. Like it was just a lesson. It's just something he's gonna have to overcome. I think the Texans have to bring in an OG OC who can kind of help unlock what's going on, like the stillness of this offense. And I also think the Texans have to go get Brees Hall, who's going to be a free agent in this offseason, in order to help that run game out, because the run game was non-existent. And then through the draft, they could up that offensive line. But I think the Texans, they should stick with what they have, just up the ante, fill in the holes that are missing, and go from there. That's me. That's my piece on it. Dooney, go ahead, bro. This is your squad.
Oh Lord, where should I start? Well, one saying that CJ played horrible, I feel like that's an understatement. I don't know what it is with CJ Stroud. I've been a fan of CJ since he was at Ohio State. So I was a CJ fan before I was a Texans fan. I'm just gonna be honest. So, like I said, this game he just had, the 4 interception in the first half, that's not the first time he played bad. That pretty much means that he had a total of 10 turnovers in 2 playoff games, which is like beyond unacceptable. But so many things factor into CJ playing well. One, his confidence. CJ don't look like the same person he was I'm about to say his freshman year, his rookie year. I feel like he was so successful his rookie year that he kind of let that get to his head to where it felt like you see the literal regression in his production from the past 2 seasons. This is 3rd year. Offensive line, you already know how that is. Our O line was bad last year with our best left tackle, Laramie Tunsil. Bill
Right.
went on to Washington, got his money. So this year we just pretty much went from bad to worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We really ain't had no running game. We got Nick Chubb, who is damaged goods at this point. Woody Mark, who was somewhat productive as a rookie, but we can't just bank on Joe Mixon, who's getting there of old age and had a foot injury. So we never really had no consistent running game to the start. Defense has really won, I want to say close to about 75 to 80% of the games for us this season. Hence why you see we was on that little 8-9 game winning streak to end the regular season. But at this point, I can't go crazy on CJ because it is just his 3rd year. The boy is only 24 years old. A lot
Yeah.
of these Texans fans or Texans haters you see online disrespect him and all that. I mean, he had a postseason. I mean, he had a bad postseason. But like I said, he only 24. So,
Right.
like, he got so much to learn. But I feel like if you want to blame CJ, blame the offensive coordinator as well. Because I look at it like you just said, point of emphasis. You just said it was snowing. It was a cold game. Common sense would tell you if it's cold, run the ball. Why are you throwing the ball like that? Because honestly, Drake May ain't played that much better than CJ, if we're
Yeah,
being
3
honest.
turnovers.
It's just CJ just turned the ball over so much, it literally gave New England extra scoring opportunities. It wasn't no blowout. I don't know, man. It kind of like pissed me off watching the game. I couldn't watch it no more. But I don't know, man. Like I said, like I agree with you. I would keep this core the same. Like I said, probably get another receiver. Look to get a veteran, a somewhat younger, a running back. You know what I'm saying, to help fill that gap. But between the O line and offensive coordinator, I don't know, man. I don't know. CJ, he got to get back in the lab because I
Yeah,
know what type of quarterback he is. I know the potential he carries. He just, like I said, I feel like it's more mental with him. Because if you actually watch CJ, he plays so timid, but his ball placement is so legit. Pause when he throwing the ball.
yeah.
So I don't know. I get frustrated just talking about it, man. Because that defense was special, boy.
Nah, they were.
But they gonna be all right, man. Like I
Yeah,
said,
they
they
still
gonna be
got
all
Will
right.
Anderson and Hunter, and all the guys gonna be back. So, all right, Mook, what you thinking, bro?
Will Anderson, yeah.
I'm gonna just say this in the words of Aaron Rodgers, 5-letter word: relax. RELAX. Relax.
Yes.
We got it all out of our system now. Let's just sit back and relax. The Texans are going to be all right. They actually are ahead of schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually ahead of schedule. The Texans are going to be all right. If they don't make no move, they are going to be all right. Christian Kirk is going to be a great number 3 for us.
It's facts.
Nico Collins is going to get healthy, and Tank Dell is coming back. The only thing I'm worried, only thing as a Texan is I'm focused on is getting offensive line. I'm looking at it. Whatever school is great about making offensive linemen and that is O line you, as y'all saying, like they say wide receiver you. Whatever college is O line you, Wisconsin, if it's still there, that's what we need to be looking at.
Notre
Wisconsin,
Dame.
Because
Iowa.
because the only thing I would say that the Texans need to work on, because every problem that CJ Stroud had was simply the problem that CJ Stroud had made Sam Darnold say, I'm seeing ghosts. When you don't got no protection back there and you can hit every single play, you'll be throwing the ball away too. You'll be fumbling and crazy too. The dude didn't have no time, man. And he was getting beat up last
At
year.
all.
And then he see what's going on with Joe Burrow. This guy, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no blocking. He was gunshot. He was trying to get rid of that ball, man. He knew he didn't have no time.
Yeah.
Even when he had a chance to step up in the pocket, he had been hit so many times. He was like, man, I just got to get rid of it. Every time.
Yeah.
The Texans are going to be all right. I'm telling you. They need to stand pat.
I
For one
agree.
thing, he had no weapon. Like you said, Joe Mixon was hurt. Nico Collins was hurt. They lost Diggs last year to an ACL. The dude just got the worst luck with receivers. He loses number
Yeah.
1 and 2 every year. What really do you expect him to
Yeah,
do?
His
What
best
really?
friend, Tank Dell, been getting hurt since his rookie
Yeah.
year.
So,
yeah.
so
And then
this dude
Don
has had the
Schultz is
worst
a
luck.
security blanket.
He's had the worst luck with receivers. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just think everybody need to relax. I understand. We know Davis Mills ain't the answer. We've been there before. We've been down
Right.
that road
Yeah.
before. They acting like we
He
ain't
struggled
seen.
against the Titans this year.
Yeah, they acting like this dude didn't have at least a 2 to 3 year run before CJ Stroud got there. Little do people, man, the backup quarterback is always the saving grace, but we know it ain't Davis Mills.
Right.
He's not a leader of men. The team don't rally behind him. You only believe he can take you so far, and that's just why. And that's why Nico Collins, he didn't want to say it. I said it. That's why he didn't want to turn to David Mills, because he know the stealing for David Mills. Yeah, he's serviceable, but it's just like
Yeah, he's
it's just
serviceable.
it's just like with the Dallas Cowboys when old boy was coming in relief duty of Dak. Well, we knew that dude could only take you so far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some quarterbacks, they only can take you so far.
Oh, Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush could only take you so far. We knew it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? David Mills, he could have came in and been serviceable, but we can't win no Super Bowl with David Mills.
Nah, of
You
course
can win a
not.
Super
No.
Bowl. You can win a Super Bowl with CJ Stroud. We see the talent. We see the arm talent. We see the processor. What happened? His processor was speeded up. Everything he was
Yeah.
doing was
Yeah.
like this. He know he didn't have no time. You get that man a good, and then his number 1 left tackle was down too as well.
Yeah. He
So
lost
his
him before the
blind side,
game.
he know he
Just
didn't have no
play
With
blind
Bron.
side.
English.
Get that man
Yeah.
the offensive line, and you'll see a
I'm not being
different CJ
protected on
Stroud.
either side. I haven't been protected all year, and I'm not protected on either side, especially today. Again, and the Patriots have a top 5 defense. Like, they're being overshadowed by some of the defenses that are still in the playoffs, which kind of makes sense with the way the Texas defense playing, the Broncos defense were playing Seattle. But Patriots are number 5 right now, and they ended the season number 5 in the league defensively. So it's not like he was just playing like a regular schmegular uh, defense out here. So
Right.
he just next year I think he's gonna come back. He's gonna be refocused. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do in free agency. Hopefully they're aggressive. Hopefully they get veteran linemen too.
Yeah.
Get some vet linemen. Get Brees Hall. Do what you do in the draft and figure this out, man. Because the Texans have a little window that they're in right now to where if they hit, they can hit like for real.
They just gotta be healthy. They just gotta get the healthy. If they can make it to the playoffs healthy, man, they got a chance to beat anybody, healthy or not.
And you also got to look at it that the Texans could honestly potentially be a dynasty in the making because they are so young on both
They
sides of the
are.
ball. Like,
There's a lot of rookie
and I
deals
feel
right
like
now.
D'Amico is the right coach for them.
Yeah.
So like I said,
Really.
like Mook said, relax. Everything gonna be okay. Let everyone get healthy. Chill, cause everybody knocking CJ now at 24 years old, which is crazy. Please keep that same energy for
Right.
the rest of his career. I
Right.
want CJ to knock this stigma that Ohio State quarterbacks are bad. You know what I'm saying? That little cliche and whatnot. Said Texans is gonna be all right. I feel like they're gonna be the best team in their division for a long time.
Right. I'm right
No,
there with
big facts on that. Yeah, if the Jaguars didn't quit on Trevor Lawrence and the Chargers aren't trying to quit on his Justin
CJ.
Herbert, yeah, then for sure don't quit on CJ because that doesn't make sense. All right, and then the last game from
Nah.
last week we had the Rams and the Bears. That game was crazy. Throw
Man.
throw that he made.
Hey,
I was
that boy,
like,
hey Caleb, that boy good.
yeah,
He one of
can
the
throw the rock.
ones, bro.
He is.
Yeah.
He's up and
Caleb
coming
He
for
that
is
sure,
fast.
for sure.
I didn't know he was that fast.
I didn't
oh
even.
yeah, he mobile for sure. I seen it
I
at
knew he was
USC. He don't
mobile.
run a lot, but he that boy. Hey,
I
Yo,
just
that
that
need
throw
boy
was
look a
crazy. I
lot like
was just thinking
number
about it. He
15 up there in Kansas City, man.
I just need to stop painting his fingernails. That's about it.
Yeah.
ran. Listen, you ain't gonna change that man. Hey, he could throw the rock. That's what I know. That man can throw the
Oh yeah.
rock. He ran backwards. I was like, yo, you gotta at least get the ball out. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, what is he doing? Then when he threw that on a dot
Yeah.
and hit him with a dime in his head, I was
I'm
like,
gonna
let me
just say
shut
this.
up. You got
They
this.
had that game. Caleb got greedy. He got greedy.
Yeah, he did.
He
He
was trying
did
to get
get
it in.
greedy. He did get greedy, but also DJ Moore should have finished that route because he would have been able to catch that.
You said
He
what
would have
now?
finished the route. DJ Moore stopped running.
No. He didn't finish the route, but he didn't have to force that downfield. He was trying to get it in one play. When all you had to do was just keep doing
Yeah,
what
he
you were
didn't have.
doing, checking it down, and getting the field
Check it
goal running. So
down.
that score would have
Yeah.
won the game. He
Yeah,
got greedy.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's just being young.
I
That's
think that
just
just
being young.
comes with yeah, I about to say, yeah, that comes with experience.
Yeah, that's just being young. He's in year 2, so he's not gonna. I don't think he'll make the same mistakes in the upcoming years. He knows. He knows. So let's look ahead. We got the Patriots and the Broncos. I hate having to pick between these two teams because I dislike both of them. But I think the Patriots got it. I think the
I'm
Patriots
going for
got it.
Seattle, bro. I'm going for Seattle. That's the last hope I got. I don't like nobody left.
I really don't either, to be
I'm going
honest,
for
bro. I ain't
Seattle,
gonna lie
bro.
to you. I don't either. I like, I want, honestly, if Bo Nix was healthy, I would have had the Broncos damn near winning it all. I ain't gonna lie to you. At least I would have had Broncos and Seahawks in the playoffs, but I would have had Broncos beating the Patriots if Bo Nix was healthy. Because that dude, he's a gamer as well. He got that clutch gene.
He's tough.
And like I said, like we seen, Dre May is cool, but you see how Drake May looked against the Texans defense.
Right.
Now, Denver defense is just like that as well. So like
Yeah.
I said, but then I don't know about Jared Stidham. He's improving, so you know what I'm saying? He's a backup for a reason. So it's gonna be a whole different type of energy,
Yeah.
not with Bo Nix. But that's unfortunate for him.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. Seattle gonna get out to Matthew Stafford in Seattle. It's hard to play in Seattle, bro. especially for an NFC
Yeah.
championship game, it's gonna be rocking. I'm telling you, they might blow them boys out
That's
the
the
building.
only reason
They might
that's
blow
the
them
only
boys out the
edge I
building,
give
bro.
them winning is because they playing in Seattle. Cause what you
Yeah.
notice this
Because
so
they
far this
split during the
season in
regular
two
season.
games, yeah. But
I ain't
Sam
gonna go two
Donald,
ways. I think
that's
the
the
game.
one team. The Rams is his kryptonite though.
Yeah,
He played bad against the
but I'm
Rams.
gonna tell you
He
this.
got like 8 turnovers.
Mhm. This game gonna go two ways. Either Seattle gonna blow them out, or the Rams gonna win. I don't think as the Seattle win, they gonna win big. I'm telling you. Once that team get us a hand of steam, they will blow you out in the first half. That defense is for real and they ferocious.
They
Niggas coming,
defense
boy.
underrated.
They are
Yeah,
hitting. Them
DeMarcus
boys hitting.
Lawrence.
Them boys are hitting, man. I'm telling you. The way they were hitting them boys from San Francisco, them boys don't be playing, man.
That game looks so lopsided. I wasn't expecting no 41-6, man.
Man,
Man,
me
they need
neither.
the brakes off of them.
That
They
was
let them everywhere keep
terrible.
loose.
Look, I'm just gonna say
But
this.
But you notice in
I
that
picked the
game
Rams to go
in
to the
San
Super Bowl
Fran,
before the season started. So like Mook says, take integrity. I gotta pick the Rams to go up against the Patriots. But Seattle's no joke. Seattle's no joke. Seattle's no joke.
I do
So
remember the
if
second
Seattle
half of the
wins,
last game.
I do. I do. We were
And they
recording. We
shut
were all
Matthew
watching
Stafford
it while we
down.
were recording.
They
They
shut
did.
Matthew
that game
Stafford
was
down.
what, like 38-37, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
They
two
was
they went
down
for two
big
and
in
one.
that game.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were.
Sam Donald, then he got his second win. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
They
turned the
walked them
game on.
down.
I had turned it on with the man. I woke up and I heard on the sports channel, yeah, they talk about Seattle winning the game. Like, ain't no way. Because they were down by like 20 something points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I
That's
stopped
kind of
paying
like how
attention when it was
Chicago and
30-30.
Green Bay look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
low key. Low key, same vibe. All right, so y'all both going to Seattle for that game?
Uh,
I just think
I
the
give
home
them an
field
edge.
advantage is gonna be too much.
Yeah, I want to say the home field advantage, but I feel like looking at that blowout that they just gave San Fran this past weekend, bro, Sam Darnold really ain't do too much. It was more so they running back Kenneth Walker
Right.
that like got loose.
I
So
think
I
he had
feel
three
like
touchdowns.
if the Rams can contain that running game and force Sam Darnold to beat them, I feel like it's gonna be a long night. Like it's gonna be a low scoring game. Because both teams have stellar defenses.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Rams will be more comfortable trying to let Sam Darnold beat them than to let that running game get out of control. But yeah, I got Seattle because they playing at home.
You know why I got Seattle?
Patriots and Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
I got Seattle because I think that Seattle more likely to neutralize Puka Nacua than the Rams are able to neutralize the running game for Seattle. Them boys be hitting.
Okay.
I feel like they got the weapons on defense to contain Puka Nacua. And I feel like you
Hmm.
really can I feel like they're gonna put the best cornerback on Devontae one-on-one. They're gonna X him out with their number one corner. And then I feel like they're gonna
Oh,
probably
with a
double
spawn.
team like a boxing one or something like that on Puka. And they're gonna get cause they can really rush forward and get to the quarterback from what I've seen this year. They don't really even got a blitz.
Yeah,
Then it's
yeah.
so
Rams
loud.
O line not really that
Yeah.
crazy.
And then it's so loud in Seattle, you really can't do too much on offense as far as like switching the huddle at the at the line. So it really ain't gonna be too much. It's really gonna be whatever you call, you gotta really pretty much go with. Because you already gonna be doing silent snap count. So you really don't got the
True that.
advantage there. So and like
Seattle
I
gonna
said,
get crazy.
yeah.
So
Seattle
look,
really
so
is
Seattle beat the
they tried to
Rams.
ban
You guys.
Seattle at one point. When Russell Wilson was there, they were talking about it was too much of an advantage. Because it was so loud. Like they was breaking world records for
Yeah.
decibel for
Yeah.
being so loud. At one point, they were like, they were going to cause an earthquake. So
So you got Seattle winning the chip.
I'm talking about it at home. Now, I don't know what they're going to do in the Super Bowl because Sam Darnold is still Sam Darnold. But I'm saying, I'm saying Seattle at home, that home field advantage is really a big advantage.
Right, right.
It's hard.
Mm.
And they're above sea level. Which
Okay.
is different. Yeah.
All right.
I
Okay, so
wish Bo Nix was healthy, man, because I would have loved to see the Broncos versus the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I want to see Bo Nix play against that type of defense, man. Okay, but look, real quick, before you move on.
yeah.
Okay, so all four of these quarterbacks from last season, Caleb Williams, Aiden Daniels, Drake May, Bo Nix, all four of them quarterbacks has been successful, and all four of them are in their second year.
Mm-hmm.
One of them You know what I'm saying? First overall pick, Caleb Williams. He did his thing. He making a name for himself for sure this second season under Ben Johnson. The second quarterback, Jaden, he been hurt this season, injuries, but we already see he made it to the NFC Championship last year.
Right.
Third quarterback, Drake May. We already know about Drake May, Patriots MVP candidate, top 2. And we already see Bo Nix with all these damn comeback victories, number 1 seed in the AFC with the Broncos. Between them 4 quarterbacks, I want y'all to rank them 1 through 4.
I think they got it in the great
Jaden
order.
All
Daniels.
healthy.
I think they got it in the order. I think they got it in the right order. I'm just gonna say that.
Caleb, Jaden, Drake, and Bo.
I think they got it right where they was drafted.
I would probably put.
I'll
I
switch
put
Jaden
Jaden.
number 1 and
Yeah, I'm
say
putting
Caleb
Jaden
number
number
2.
1, Caleb number 2, and then the other 2 in the order that they're picked in.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna disagree, and this is why. Caleb Williams got Ben Johnson, and he did it with Jerry Goff. He's doing it with Caleb Williams, just like Pat Mahomes got Andy Reid. That Ben Johnson something different. He's something serious. He's a difference maker.
And Caleb Williams a different type of quarterback than Jared Goff too.
Yes, but you see the maturation in
Yeah,
Caleb
that's the
Williams.
perfect coach for
I'm
him.
just gonna tell you, Jaden Daniels don't
Yeah,
have
but
that.
Jaden's been
Jaden
cooking.
Daniels do not have that. They're gonna get Jaden Daniels
But
killed.
yeah, but look what Jaden Daniels doing without that though.
Right.
That's the crazy thing.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
But what I'm saying, it ain't sustainable. It's not sustainable.
that's
He
not.
caught the league by surprise. Everybody know when they get that whole
Oh
year
yeah,
of
he
tape
raised the
on,
bar.
it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
And the tape is out on Jaden. He's fragile. He don't really take big licks, but he don't got no. They ain't building around him the right way. For one thing, they didn't even
They
want to play.
not.
They didn't even
Man.
want to play Terry McLaurin. That's the first way they hurt.
His best freaking weapon.
Yeah. So
Yeah, his
Yeah, that was
best
rough.
weapon.
you got to look at organizational too. Some teams
Oh yeah.
run quarterbacks organizational. And Washington is one of
Yeah.
those teams, organizational wise, they would ruin that kid like they did RG3. I can't put Jaden Daniels ahead of Caleb Williams because I see what they're doing around Caleb Williams. And he got a better coach. To me.
You know what? That's not crazy.
Yeah, Caleb.
When you break it down like that, that's not crazy. I can see that. I can see it. I can see
Yeah,
what
it's not.
I can pick up what you're putting down.
Chicago, Caleb definitely got a better future in Chicago than Jaden does in Washington, for sure. All
Yeah.
thanks to Ben Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you just talking about talent wise,
No.
we never know. You know what I'm saying? That's because Caleb got unlimited talent too. He's just as fake.
Oh, yeah, he won the Heisman, too. Yeah,
So
he won the
I
Heisman,
can't
too.
just say, but I got to go with the organization. I got to go with the coaching. And Caleb got an edge. Caleb got the edge on that. So I got to go Caleb. I think he's going to be more successful because he got a better team around.
Dang. So do we need to start saying free Jaden? Is that the shirt? Is he gonna? Do we need to say, hey, when that contract comes up, don't sign it. Just go elsewhere. They're gonna franchise you one time and let them, and then just go ahead and pack up your bags and go somewhere where it makes sense.
They got to get him some help, JB.
Oh, you know they definitely gonna franchise him.
They got to get him some help.
Oh yeah, and even outside of even after Drake May and Bo Nix, you still got Michael Penix who showed flashes other than his injuries.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy really the only quarterback that ain't really just showing no consistency yet.
And he won't. He won't. Don't let that championship.
Yeah, Minnesota might as well look for another quarterback, bro.
Yeah,
I gave up on. I really gave up on him because that dude is a quarterback whisperer. He the first quarterback that's gonna look bad under that dude. He might not got the good.
Yeah,
I think he damaged. I think he really got damaged because he was looking good. He was looking good his actual rookie year before he went down. They was talking great about him in training camp. He might have lost his confidence too.
So what it was? He had like a torn ACL in training camp.
Yeah.
And then this year
you don't
he
really
didn't
hear
have
someone
concussion. It's like he ain't played no.
Yeah, but you don't hear people in training camp.
He ain't played no longer than like 3 games straight.
Yeah, you never hear someone say,
"Yeah, for sure, camaraderie."
So no.
Me myself, I think Malik Willis could end up in a couple of places. He can end up in Minnesota. He'll be good.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
he can end up in Miami. He'll be good. I think he most likely gonna end up in Miami, honestly. But Minnesota, even Indiana.
Miami just hired somebody. Miami just hired the Ravens defensive coordinator.
That was a bad hire. I didn't like that hire, but I don't like that.
I think they could have found like
because the Ravens just hired a new coach too. The
Let's
Ravens
talk about
hired
Atlanta,
the defensive
when you
coordinator from
Hey, bro, let's talk about Atlanta real quick because they can't be reading the room.
Fancy.
They can't be reading the room. You can't. For one, I don't know what Matt.
Kirk Cousins about to be QB1 again.
Hey.
This is what I didn't understand. For one,
Oh my
you got the
god.
blackest team in the league, right? Other than the New Orleans Saints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why in the world would you, for one thing, you hire Matt Ryan as your president? I like Matt Ryan, but I don't think he was the right pick. But that's here or there. Then your first move as president, you go hire Kevin Stefanski. You know he ain't you know he ain't even good in our eyes for the culture. Because what he did should do.
Yeah.
So I just don't think he reading the room. I don't think Matt 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 what's his name? Matty Ice. I don't think he
Matt
read. I
Ryan.
don't think he Matt Ryan. I don't
Matt
think he's
Ryan.
reading the room. That's the worst hire you could have did. If you want to win the team over in the
No kid.
city, you would have went and got Mike Thomas, John Harbaugh. So you could have even got the quarterback from Buffalo. We would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
But you want to go
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
get
McDermott. Yeah.
Stefanski? Come on, man. That was a horrible pickup. Like nobody in Atlanta like that like that pickup.
Yeah, all my people in Atlanta
You
were
know who
hurt.
I think would have been a better hire than that as well too? Stefanski as well. I mean, Stefanski has won with like 1 or 2 coach of the years too. But one thing I think might have been a good hire for the developing of Michael Penix, Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
He could have
Yeah.
got Penix right.
Well, they talking about him going to Philadelphia
I,
to be the OC. And I don't like.
that would be good for
I don't.
Jalen Hurts.
No, I
That would
wouldn't
be
like
real
that.
good for Jalen
You know, he
Hurts.
benched Jalen Hurts in a
Wow.
championship game in Alabama. I don't want that nigga there.
Yeah, but
Oh, he was an OC at Alabama?
Yeah,
Oh, that's when they put Tua in there, huh?
yeah. He might go get to
yeah,
him
but
I
this is
mean,
wherever he go. He might go get to him
nah.
wherever
I'm
he
about to
This
go.
say,
this
That'd be crazy.
this is the NFL. No. They're not gonna move like that. That's college. College, you can move different. They're not gonna do that in the league. Hey, okay,
So you
so
telling me if Dayball? So you telling me if Dayball mess
go
around
ahead.
and get
Last
one of
point.
them Pittsburgh, or no, he can't play in the cold. Tua can't play in the cold. You telling me if Dayball go
hell
get like
no.
a well, darn, all the teams really left is Cold City. Never mind. Never
All
mind.
right,
Yeah.
all right.
The
So
Raiders
y'all,
looking to probably fire Pete Carroll though.
they already
He
fired him.
already
Boy,
got
they about to
fired.
get Mendoza, so it
He
don't even
already got
matter.
Yeah, Pete
fired.
Carroll already got fired.
Oh, they did? Okay,
As
see.
soon as the
Yeah.
season was over,
They
they
about to
fired
get
him.
Mendoza anyway.
All right, so
Okay.
y'all let us know what y'all thinking for this wild card or for this conference championships game. Yo, okay, let's push the NBA real quick. So Bron gets left off of the All-Star team. This as a starter. As the starter. We don't know the reserves yet, but as a starter, he got left off the squad. Is this a big deal or not?
No. The media is making it a big deal because of his name, but if we being honest, I think it's the biggest snub that Anthony Edwards got left off the starting lineup.
And Donovan
LeBron
Mitchell.
is living on for his name at this point, man.
I
Like
rock.
LeBron is cool, but okay. So look, are we just talking about the 5 best in the West? Cause you know they doing the U.S. versus the world, right? So we
Right.
just talking about he
Oh,
should have
they
been in the
doing the
starting
world. They doing
lineup
versus
for
the
the
world.
5 best USA players, American
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
Hold on, they doing versus the
Nah,
world this
I'd
year.
rather throw Ant-Man.
Yeah, they're
They
doing
doing
versus
Oh
the
versus.
world.
yeah, the world is about to kill U.S. They're about
Ooh,
to
they're gonna
look.
be ugly, man.
You ain't seen the starting lineups.
Uh-uh.
The tallest
The world's gonna get
the
smacked.
tallest
I don't
player
care
in the
nothing about it.
U.S. is Jalen Brown at 6'6".
You
We got a whole
lying.
bunch of guards,
Starting?
basically. I promise. We got a whole bunch of guards in the starting lineup. Like, no, the tallest player would be from Detroit. What's homie's name? Oh, I'm
Let me
drawing a
guess.
blank right now. The
Let me
point
guess.
guard,
They
No,
got
they both
Wimby.
6'6".
Who they got? Wimby, Jokic, and who? Starting.
Wimby,
Wemby,
Jokic, Giannis,
Who?
SGA, and Luca.
and
Man, we
Luca. That's
finna
their
get money.
five.
Who we got? Starting.
Them are the 5 best players in the NBA right there.
Who we
First
got
of
starting?
all,
We finna get
we
murdered.
not. Hey, it don't matter.
Got
We
We
starting.
got
USF. We
Steph
find a way.
Curry.
Where there's a
Oh,
will.
No, we got Steph Curry,
oh,
Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Brown.
we gotta do better.
Hoopers.
All
That's all I
guards.
need to hear.
We got to
Hoopers.
do better.
Nah, them
We
are
got
all.
to do better. We
We
don't got
got
no big.
4 point guards in the starting
Ah,
lineup.
ooh.
Hey,
What are
listen,
we doing,
AAU is
man?
ruining basketball, man. I don't know what to tell you. AAU has ruined basketball for US
Can we get
players. We
Palo?
have better
Can we get Palo or
we
something?
have great individuals.
Do
We
we got
can.
Palo?
Get
That's the
Chet, get
Puerto
Chet
Rico's the US.
Holmgren, get Jalen Duran.
Yeah, but I mean they're not good enough to make the All
Ooh.
Star team. That's the problem.
They didn't get Durant. Lord.
He
Yeah,
might be a reserve.
KD more likely gonna get picked up. These are just the starters. Yeah, KD gonna be off the
Right.
bench.
These
Them
are
the
just the
starters.
starters. We
4
don't know
point
the
guards.
reserves yet.
Did Russ make it? I think Russ deserved to make it. Did he make it?
He does. He's leading
Nah,
his team in
Sacramento record
points.
too bad.
He's leading the team in points, rebounds, assists, and made 3-pointers.
He lead his team in
Shout out to my
all
boy.
categories.
Yep.
And,
Shit, so does
And
Cooper Flag, but Cooper Flag not making it
and he
because
leading
they
his
team sad,
and he leading his
and
team
he's
in 3-point
19.
percentage. And he leading the team in 3-point percentage. You never thought you heard that from Russ.
yeah, that's wild.
Nah, not this Russ.
No, that's wild. But shout out to my boy Russ. Yeah, all right. So, Dooney, what'd you ask me before the pod? What NBA question did you ask me?
Oh yeah, man, we got to talk about what Rich Paul said on
Uh
his pod about if he was the Lakers, he would trade Austin Reeves for Jaren Jackson Jr.
yeah.
He feel like it's
Triple
a move
threat.
that'll benefit both sides. And to be honest, my take on it, I agree. And let me break down from my perspective on why I agree what he said before y'all two speak. One, okay, benefits both sides. You gotta make me sit up for this. Benefit both sides. One, Austin Reeves, he's up for extension this year. We see what Austin Reeves did when he's healthy. He's averaging damn near 27, 28, 30 points a game. It's time for him to get paid. Austin Reeves is basically the exact same player as Luka Doncic. What's the point of having two Lukas on the same team? Hence, I feel like if he go to Memphis gonna pay him the max because he's instantly gonna be the best player on that team. Especially there's speculation that they're trading Ja, which they should. He just bought a house in Miami. So Austin have his team. He'll have his max money. Jaren Jackson, we already seen Jaren Jackson in Memphis. You know they're not winning nothing. So me personally, I feel like if you're gonna trade your best player in John Morant, shit, you might as well blow the whole team up. You might as well trade Jaren Jackson as well and start fresh. Jaren, he's a solid 18, 20-point game. He'll be a solid third option on a championship contending team. But we already know what Jaren Jackson weaknesses is. He don't rebound. He guaranteed 18, 20 points, but he don't rebound. Go to the Lakers. If he was to get traded to the Lakers for this February 5th deadline, yeah, you got a rebound, but it ain't gonna be as dependent as it is in Memphis, due with their injuries, to Zach Edey and Brandon Clark. Luka rebounds, LeBron rebounds, and DeAndre Ayton, he's sorry, but he can get you some rebounds as well. So I feel like the Lakers, since their weakness is defense, they can use Jaren Jackson's defensive versatility. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be a solid third option, like I said. And Austin Reeves can go to Memphis where he can have his own franchise, especially since they have their new head coach over there that's kind of like from overseas, play that Euro type of basketball, not the type of pick and roll basketball that John Morant thrives in. So I feel like it'll benefit Jaren and Austin Reeves as well.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
So here's what I say to that. And I can see where you say that, but it feels too short sighted. It feels a little short sighted for a couple of reasons. One, recently Genie has basically called out Bron in not so many words, basically saying that he needs to be grateful that they picked up Bronny because they didn't have to. That Bron needs to give more credit
Yeah,
to them
I
going to
seen
get.
that.
Yeah. Bron needs to give more credit for them going to get him and putting together a championship team instead of him just seeing like he was a GM and that he orchestrated everything. So it looks like it's going to be a divorce and maybe an ugly divorce between Bron and the Lakers. Like eventually this is coming to a head. So if you let Austin Reeves go, Bron's a free agent this summer. So Bron can walk. So if you let Austin Reeves go and you let Bron go,
It's
and now you just have Luka and Triple J, that's not gonna get it done. That's why it just feels too short sighted. But if you have Luka and Austin Reeves, you could do more
the
with that
the
going
reason I
forward.
say this though. But we already see what Austin Reeves is capable of. Austin Reeves, he can be a number one option on a playing. Memphis ain't winning nothing. The
Right.
Lakers not winning nothing this year with or without Austin Reeves, to be honest. So I feel like me personally, they should trade Austin Reeves off the strength that Austin Reeves going to get a max contract. He deserves a max contract. You're going to get LeBron money off the books. So that's two max contracts you ain't got to worry about. And you bring Jaren Jackson, who will be a solid third, a complimentary player that can play alongside Luka. And that LeBron and Austin money, you can use that to go find a star in free agency next to Luka. A solid second option.
That
That's how I look
sounds
at it.
that sounds good, but it's not it like who's
That's
there?
the best way to go.
That's
Luka,
it becomes who's there
I
because
mean,
Golden
we
State's books have been free for a minute. Golden State's books have been free for a minute, and Golden State's coming off of winning championships more recently than the Lakers have. But they're not even getting like the free agents that you would
but
want Golden State to
but
get, while they still
but
have hoopers.
but you got to look at it though. dude, if I'm a player, do I want to go play with 37, 38-year-old Steph Curry in Golden State when I see their organization is going down the drain and how Steve Kerr is treating Jonathan Kuminga? Or do I want to go play for the Los Angeles Lakers with Luka Doncic, who's a 26, 27-year-old superstar? I would go
It,
play for the Lakers any day if I play for the Warriors.
but here's the
And then
thing.
they gonna have the money to pay you.
Here's the thing. The Warriors had the money to pay you, and you say, do I want to play with Steph? Steph is still hooping. That's the thing. Steph is still hooping. So, and Steph's one of the easiest basketball players to play with of all time because of the way that he can play on or off of the ball. So just off of the strength of that, if you're a hooper, you're
I
like, okay, I can play there with
I
Steph. And you
disagree.
got Jimmy Butler. Jimmy
I
Butler,
disagree.
Jimmy Butler,
He
with the
done.
Warriors before he got hurt, and we know he'll be back. But Jimmy Butler was loving it with the Warriors. We haven't heard
Jimmy's
anything, and we know how Jimmy could get hot or cold on the squad, but we haven't heard anything that said he's not happy with where he's at. Like, and so now the Lakers, it sounds
I
good, but we seen Luca, we saw Luca and Bron, like whoever this mystery player is. I doubt they'll be better than what Bron was last year. And we saw Luca and Bron get bounced by Anthony Edwards and and Julius Randle, who went on to get bounced
Mm.
by
That's cause they
by
old.
OKC and
Go get
Ford.
us. You could go get a super state. You could,
Is he gonna
yo,
play
they
better than
old.
Bron last
Okay,
year?
look.
Is this superstar player better than Bron last year?
I'm pretty sure they can. It's about building. It's about
So
building towards
who?
the future and getting LeBron 50 million off the books. Your future is Luka Doncic.
Let,
Dude, he
Yeah,
just turned 27.
let me just step
You,
in right quick. Let me just step in right quick.
yeah.
yeah,
This is what I think is gonna happen. It's either between, for one thing, Austin Reed's gonna get his money. We know that, right? He's earned it.
he
You
definitely
Right,
gotta
getting
pay him.
paid.
Thing
right.
is, you can't pay Austin Reeves and keep LeBron. Because LeBron has already said he's not taking no pay cut. So whatever he's gonna get, he's gonna
Right.
take
Nope.
the max. So LeBron gonna end up in New York.
Yeah, he definitely leaving the Lakers after this season. I said that too.
But you're gonna have to pay Austin Reeves. You can't let
Especially with
Austin
this
Reeves.
Jimmy Bus
You,
news coming out.
yeah. You can't let Austin Reeves walk for nothing. So I
Yep.
think LeBron ends up in New York. Austin Reeves stays in LA, he gets paid. And either way it go, you gotta get up off Big Boy. He's just taking up space.
Yeah,
Aiden,
DeAndre Ayton.
At this point,
I'll
Rudy
do you
Gobert
one
be.
better.
At this point, I'll take Rudy Gobert over him.
which is sad.
I
You know
would
how I
too, to
feel
be
about
honest.
Rudy.
Because he can get at least Rudy gonna get you some
Yeah,
rebounds.
Rudy
Rudy
gonna
will at
get you
least
some
give
blocks.
Nah,
you the
this
12
the thing.
rebounds.
He ain't gonna get you some blocks.
But this the thing. Bron definitely gonna leave LA for a fact. Could he go to New York? It's a strong possibility he could. But I feel like besides the Lakers signing Austin, they gonna do a signing trade with Austin Reeves. And
Yeah.
they gonna trade him to make the money work.
Nah.
Cause like I said, I don't see how smart it would be for you to have Luca on a max contract and you have Austin Reeves, who's literally a smaller Luca on a max contract. So you have all
Austin
this
has
money
to agree
invested
to that
in
signing
your
trade.
non-defensive, unathletic backcourt.
Yeah.
But
Huh?
Dooney, here's the problem though.
I agree with you,
Bron,
but
if you try to
you
trade
know,
him, he has to
I'm
agree
gonna
to
be
it
honest
because he
with you.
has the no
I'm gonna
trade
be
clause
surprised if
anyway.
we go back to
Austin
Cleveland.
Reeves, you would have to agree to it. You have to agree
I
to
can
the
see
Austin
that
Reeves
too.
because Austin Reeves has. If you do a sign and trade, that means he's signing for the. He's gonna be signing for the future. If he's like, no, you're not gonna send me to Memphis to squander my talent. He can say no. And he can say, I'm not taking that. And he can tell Memphis, y'all can try to trade for me, but once I get there, if, I'm leaving.
What about this
Like
trade right
when my
here?
contract's up this year, I'm out. And I'm walking to
But the
Miami or somewhere like that for free.
But the only way he can, but what you fail to realize is the NBA is a business. Austin
Yeah,
Reeves ain't got no bragging rights like that to even demand I want a no trade clause and I can control my destination on where I want to go,
he does
i.e., like a
control it.
LeBron.
He's
So
a free
they
agent.
can sign Austin to a 5-year 240 and they can trade him the next day. Like the NBA will get rid of you like that. It ain't they
Here,
just traded Luca. Now, if Luca can get touched, anybody
no,
can
no,
get
no,
touched.
facts,
I'm
facts,
telling
facts.
you, and Luca is a top
Yeah.
No,
5 player in the
but
NBA.
Yeah.
So
here's
it's
my point.
like
But here's my point with it.
the
It's
Lakers
not.
can trade Austin Reeves, sign and trade Austin Reeves, and trade him to Denver if they want to get Jokic or something like that. Like if they want to find somebody, if Jeannie Buss or Rob Pelinka want to find somebody, that'll be a perfect second option or a co-star option next to Luca to build on their future, they gonna use Austin Reeves because he's the best trade asset on that team outside of LeBron James. And ain't nobody gonna want a 41-year-old LeBron.
Do you
But I
think
agree with
another
Mook.
team?
LeBron definitely
You
leaving
think
LA
another
after this
team will
season.
risk
How about
that?
this?
You
What
think
if you
another
package
team will
LeBron?
risk him not wanting to sign?
I'm gonna say this. What if you package LeBron? You ship LeBron to Cleveland and you bring that point guard Garland over there to the Lakers with
It's
Luca and
cool.
Austin Reeves.
But Luca, they gonna want the ball in Luca hands, and Darius Garland ain't gonna play good off the ball. Plus, he undersized and he a liability on defense. So unless you want to bring Darius Garland as like your 6-man scorer to come off the bench, yeah, I like that. But as far as starting next to Luca, nah, 'cause neither one of them play defense. But yeah, if you trade Bron, you might as well trade Bronny too. Trade both of them.
Well, yeah, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for
I
sure,
just
for
don't
sure. But
think
yeah,
I just don't think
also,
LeBron coming back regardless.
he's not. He's not. Bron's not coming back, and Austin Reeves is not
Austin
going to end
Reeves
up in
definitely gonna
Memphis.
get his money this offseason. I just don't see him staying with LA long term. Especially the fact that Rich Paul said it. And you already know LeBron is Rich Paul's biggest client. So that kind of like shakes the locker room up to Austin Reeves. Like, bro, like what? Even though Bron even spoke to the media saying, hey, he's a grown man. I can't control what come out of his mouth. But you affiliated with him though. So it's kind of like that would shake up yours and Bron's chemistry. You know what I'm saying? So it already looked like it's a messy situation. To where he said, if I was running the Lakers, I'll trade Austin to Memphis for Jaren. Jaren is a plug and play piece next to Luca. 18 points, solid defense, solid rim protection, solid perimeter defending. He don't demand the ball that much. And like I said, Austin want to get paid. I don't see no sense in you having a high paid backcourt and Luka and Austin, and neither one of them plays defense. They're both unathletic. So if you got even if you take LeBron off the books, LeBron money, this 50 million that LeBron getting right now, that's basically about to be Austin Reeves. So if you got all this money tied within both of them, what other pieces that you're gonna put around them that's gonna really make an impact to make them championship contenders? I'd
Listen, okay,
rather
so tell me
my
this.
franchise is Luca. I can bring Jaren in at a solid third option.
No, it
Go ahead.
sounds it's not gonna be that smooth. I'm telling you right now, because once again, Austin Reeves is his contract to sign. It's not the Lakers can't force
You
his
follow,
signature
I
on the
can't hear
con.
you on my end, JB.
So, all
Yeah,
right, hold
you
on.
going in and out on my end too.
Let me see. Hold on.
The fact that I'm watching a Lakers game right now and they're getting beat by exactly 21 points to the Clippers is exactly why I said they need some defense. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, nah,
I think
man.
they
Come
had a
on,
lot
Triple
riding.
J.
They had a lot riding on Aiden this year, and he just ain't coming through for him.
They did, and he playing like he was playing in Phoenix and Portland and all that. Like he's
But
getting cooked by Zubac. Zubac got 12 points and 15 rebounds on him
that's
right
the
now.
thing that's so
Like
frustrating
Aiden
about
ain't,
Aiden, because he got the talent though. He just ain't
he
got the
just don't have the
motive.
motive, the
He don't
initiative.
got the
Listen,
motive.
Yeah,
can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can
yeah,
hear you.
we hear you.
Y'all can hear me? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Once Giannis humbled eight, and it just went downhill for him.
Literally, literally.
But no, what I was saying about Austin Reeves is the Lakers can't sign his contract for him. So Austin Reeves could do what we saw players like uh what's Schroeder do, and just some other players, to where you bet on yourself and you say, okay, I'm just gonna play this contract out. If you trade me, like we've seen other players say, whoever you're trading me to, you're only trading me there for a year. You only have my services for the year that I'm there to fulfill the contract that I'm already on, which we
That
know
makes
ends
sense.
at the end of this season. So then he can say, okay, I didn't like what the Lakers have for me, so I'm just gonna take my talents where I want to take my talents. So now the Lakers, they're without him, they're without Bron. They have the money, they have this money now, but they have Luca and role players and all this money with no superstar to spend this money on. So they just start throwing people in there saying, okay, let's see if we can figure this out.
Yeah. You know
That's the
what I
business
But
they
think?
really run.
You know
it,
why I think Austin
yeah,
Reeves was. You know why I think Austin Reeves would thrive at though if he was gonna get traded.
Miami,
My
where?
man, you took it right off me because he just put me in a caliber of a Miami type player, like one of them type players they go for. Like
Yep, Miami.
Miami. Miami.
He will hoop in
so
Miami.
say LA trade Austin Reeves to Miami right now. What you getting back in return?
if
Andrew
I'm
Wiggins.
Miami, if I'm
Tyler
Miami,
Hero.
why would I accept that trade? I would say
That's the same player though.
I'll wait till he's a free agent. I'm not trading. I'm not trading for Austin Reeves unless it makes sense for my team. I'm not trying to
So you
help the
saying
Lakers.
so you saying it's best for Austin Reeves to sign to Miami as an unrestricted free agent?
It is. It is. It is. Absolutely. Because if I'm any other team in the league, I'm not trying to help the Lakers do anything. I don't care about your franchise. Y'all have won enough. You're good. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. So if
Mhm.
I could get Austin Reeves, yeah. So if I could get Austin Reeves for like a regular contract and keep the dudes who I pulled up with, oh, why would I not do this? Why would I try to decimate my team for this?
Okay.
Especially if I could get Austin Reeves and then maybe trade Tyler Hero, who still has more years on his contract, and make some things shake for me on like what I got going on.
Let me ask you this:
Please, the Lakers
Did
couldn't call me
Kaminga?
with that.
Did Kaminga get traded?
They're working on it. Also, Anthony Davis's representation said trade him by next week. So we gotta be looking out for that too.
Man, keep that joke on the bench, man. I wouldn't trade him nowhere else. So he can play 10 games.
Bye, AD. Bye, AD.
That's what I said. I said, cool, two
If I'm
fingers.
if I'm Dallas, you doing me a favor.
Look,
I'm building
say
around
like,
Cooper Flag anyway. But I don't care. Trade AD and try to get some more role players or some pieces or a pick in.
yeah,
You doing me a
get a
favor.
top.
Bro,
This is gonna be a
this,
good draft anyway.
this
This
dude
draft
literally
coming up.
Facts.
made. He literally made like a paper scrawl, man. I ain't never seen nobody get hurt the way he get hurt.
You saw the last time he got hurt, how he hurt his hand?
It was crazy.
Yo,
It just looked
like
like regular stuff. It looked like
he
a regular
reached
little
in.
bump, but he just started holding his hand, and you were like, and everybody was like, "Yo, what happened?"
No surgery, reevaluation in 6 weeks.
Look,
6 weeks for that?
look. You
Hey,
can't
Bro,
even
like
swipe at the
like
ball
his
too
hand
hard.
literally, it didn't look like it got bent or anything for real. It's just like it got hit against the defender, and then he was just like holding it, and here we are, 6 weeks to recover.
nah, you know what's real funny? I just thought about it right. I thought, now, you know how we always be having that barbershop talk, right, about basketball. Be like, well,
Mhm.
Yeah,
who is the biggest what if player in the NBA? Like the Derrick Rose, Grant Hills, Penny Hardaways, like that, Brandon Royce. Tell me if I'm lying. If Anthony Davis ain't the biggest active what if player, because
man.
it's like you see his skill and his talent, but he's literally, you say Joe Burrow get hurt every year. Anthony Davis get hurt every
Look, at
year.
least Joe Burrow can't tackle.
But it's like he got
Look,
Hall of Fame talent.
well,
That's
well,
facts.
you know, well, you
That,
know, he got Zion Williams right behind.
oh, and he got
Yeah,
Joel
and he
Embiid.
young too.
Joel Embiid
Zion still
too.
got time too. He need to change the scenery.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
I
another
like
player.
Zion though.
I'm gonna tell you another player we can't see his potential either. But he one of my favorite, and that's Lonzo Ball.
I
He's
like
another.
LaMelo.
He need to get out of
I like
Charlotte.
LaMelo too.
He need to get out of Charlotte.
I got this man coming off the bench. He the best player on the team and he coming off the bench.
He need to
Come
get out
on,
of
man.
Charlotte. He need to get out of
They're gonna
Charlotte.
trade him. They gonna trade him.
If I'm him, trade me anywhere at
Yeah, they're
this
gonna
point,
trade him.
because I know they're gonna appreciate me where
You know
I'm
where
at.
he need to be
Unlike
at?
y'all.
You know where he need to be at? If I'm Milwaukee, I'm trying my best to get him to Giannis.
Yeah, if you keep Giannis, oh yeah, I about to say you keep Giannis gonna love LaMelo because he can score and he can pass.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not mad at that. Yo. So I appreciate my boys pulling up. It's been another episode of Nothing Nice. Y'all make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. You already know the vibes. Mook Jones, it's good to have you back in the building, my brother. Mook check 212. D Locks, Dooney, appreciate you, bro, for always pulling up. You know, we probably gonna have
Yeah.
you back on next week for the Super Bowl talk. We're gonna
Yes,
see how this
sir.
shakes out. Yeah, we're gonna see
But
how
look,
this shakes out.
I got a crazy take for y'all right quick before we leave.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's probably gonna ruffle some feathers, but I feel like if y'all really think with y'all football IQ, y'all agree with what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is Matt Ryan a better quarterback than Michael Vick?
Hell no.
Okay, touche. Something we can speak on next week.
All
Something we speak on
right.
next week.
Hey, y'all let us know in the comments. Matt Ryan or Michael Vick. We pick this up next week. It's been another episode of Nothing Nice. Your man JB, we out. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.